Hey, thanks folks for popping in and watching. I hope y'all hit that thumbs up button to help the algorithm out. Say hello and tell me where you're watching from. Hey Jim, what's going on this morning? In a minute, there it goes. I'm not sure what happened there. In a minute, there it goes. I'm not sure what happened there. Can y'all hear me? Anybody out there? My screen went black there. Not sure what happened. But we're gonna keep going. Looked like everybody bailed out. It's a beautiful Monday here too. It's pretty warm here today. Somebody brought 20 knives this morning. I didn't have anything scheduled for this morning. And then 20 knives just came in. I got somebody coming to pick up stuff about 1. I thought I would turn the camera on, chat with some people. 50 degrees, that's nice. It's like, I'm seeing what it is in my shop right now. Hang on. It's 73 in here. That's a nice temperature. So I would think it's going to get into the 80s today here. Hey, I appreciate you all watching out there. I hope y'all hit that thumbs up button and help me out with the algorithm. Subscribe to our channel if you can. We're Sharpen Right Services. We sharpen salon, barber, and pet grooming shears, clipper blades, sewing and industrial scissors, and just about any kind of knife. We're located in League City, Texas. League City is on the Texas Gulf Coast between Houston and Galveston. And we got a beautiful day here today. Mondays are usually our slowest day, and I didn't have anything scheduled to sharpen this morning, but somebody just brought 20 knives in, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to go to knock them out real quick. This knife is just horribly dull. I don't think this has ever been sharpened. So it's going to take a little while for me to get that edge down, and we don't want to heat up the knife. got a flat spot right there. These are probably never been sharpened. These are old Forstner knives, old Forstner butcher knives. And it was an older gentleman that brought them by. So we're almost there. We almost have a burr all the way across the blade. All right, we're good. Now we can go down from here. I guess up from here, higher grit, smoother edge. There it is. There it is. It's back again. I don't know what's going on with that. Look at that. I had 120 people on, now down to 4 because everybody bailed out when the video stopped. I don't know what's causing that. It happens every once in a while. If anybody out there understands the internet and doing this on an iPhone, why it shuts down like that on YouTube, I just don't know. It's very frustrating. All right, so we got some more knives here. That's 2 knives done. Got 20 knives total in. Hey, I appreciate y'all coming back. I don't know what happened there. My screen went black. I don't know if it's an internet problem. I'm on my network through Frontier and using my iPhone, but it sure went dark there, didn't it? That's the second time that's happened in the last few minutes, so I hope it doesn't happen again. I appreciate y'all sticking with me. Hope y'all hit that thumbs up button to make that algorithm work for me. Helps our little channel out. We get a little income from YouTube. We finally got monetized last year, and it does help us pay for abrasives and things. And we actually get business from these YouTube videos. I got a call last week from a veterinary clinic that saw one of my videos on sharpening surgical tools, and they're mailing me a bunch of tools to sharpen. So anybody who's watching the video, help me out here. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. You're helping out a very tiny business down in Texas when you do that. And it is greatly appreciated. Sorry about all the background noise. That's my dust collection system. And we're going to leave these knives. This gentleman likes these knives fairly grippy, so we're not going to hone them to a fine finish. So I stopped at 1200 grit, and we're going to leave it right there. We're not going to polish it. I'm just kind of taking off the burr a little bit there with a little piece of leather. So we're finished with this knife, and we'll go to the next one. Has a really nice knife right there. It's an old knife, but that's heavy duty, full tang, 10-inch chef knife. So now we got a 10-inch slicer. So if you're watching out there, tell me where you're watching from. Love to hear from you. All right, we got the angle set now. What's everybody up to today? Anything good going on out in the world? All right, so we have a nice Hinkle chef knife. This gentleman takes really good care of his knives. He brings them to me about once a year to sharpen. Got a nice new edge on that one. Appreciate y'all watching out there. It does help our little channel grow when you watch and hit that thumbs up button. where's everybody watching from? Hey, Sean from Boston. Thanks for watching. So here's a Wusthof. Got a couple of flat spots in it right there. Let's see if we can get it looking good, cutting good. We got a nice new edge on it. Just go down from there. I think you can do a good job with those half-inch ones. So just, you know, the size of the belt, if you're doing a ton of knives for a business, that's probably too small, but that's probably okay for yourself. What system are you looking for? I mean, the belts may be outrageously expensive, those half-inch belt setups. You can get a cheap 1x30 and do a great job if you take your time with it. Sean, are you just looking to do knives for yourself or to actually do a business? Oh, you're going to do making some knives? Yeah, you're going to need a pretty hefty setup if you're making knives. I mean, there's some other machines out there. You know, you can go to Harbor Freight and get a Harbor Freight 1x30 and do a lot of nice work on a cheap Harbor Freight 1x30 if you're careful. You know, they run very fast, so you got to be careful of not heating the blade up. But you can do it if you take your time. And you can get a Harbor Freight 1x30 less than $50 when they have one of their specials. Buy high quality belts. It is, Adam is exactly right. A wider belt is is critical for knife making. I'm not a knife making expert, but just knowing what I know, you need a wider belt if you're making knives. You could probably get away with it with a 1x30. You know, you want it less than 2,000 RPMs. I'm running right at 1,700 RPMs on this machine here. That's not a bad idea, Jim. A 2x42. If you're making knives, a 2x42 would be a great machine. I don't know how much a Kalamazoo 2x42 costs. Probably not cheap. Adam's right. You can do it with a file, but how much work do you want to do? The company that makes this particular machine that I'm using is amktactical.com. It's their website is AMK. Am I back? I don't know if I'm back or not. Something keeps kicking me off. It's back? Is it back? Hey Adam, did you hear my answer to my question? I mean, your question. This particular machine and this jig and everything is from amktactical.com. The owner of the company is Alan Poe, P-O-E, and you can go to his website and see all the stuff he makes. He's in Tennessee. I'm looping? What's going on here? Something screwed up. I don't know if it's my phone or my internet service that's doing this. I hope you got the answer to that. I got the answer to your question, or answered your question there, Adam. amktactical.com, that's it. They make some they're not cheap. The equipment that he makes is not cheap, but it's super high quality equipment. He makes equipment specifically for knife makers. I just liked this particular machine and I spent the money on it. I've had it about 7 years and it's just a great sharpening machine. I like the jig to hold the knives. I have shaky hands, so yes, he probably is. I don't know why it's so glitchy. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if is it YouTube or is it the my internet, my cell phone? I'm on my network. I'm not on T-Mobile. I would say the Harbor Freight 1x30. You can do a lot with a Harbor Freight machine. You know, that's the Harbor Freight 1x30 is about $50 when you get one of their coupons. The next sharpening machine I would suggest is I can't remember the name of it now. The Work Sharp. You're exactly right, Adam. It does make it idiot-proof because, you know, if you're shaky like me and you use the platen, I get a super edge on it. And you can see I can do the exact edge angle on every knife. Super precision. That's why I like it. I need idiot-proof things. Yeah, it doesn't take long. It doesn't take long at all. You know, I've got a Tormek, I've got a Tukler, I got a work sharp. This is my main knife machine. I've got all the stones to do it by hand. I just don't have time to do it by hand. If somebody wants their knives sharpened by hand, I'm not your guy. There's guys out there that'll do it for a price. I just don't have time for it in my business. In this particular case, Adam, this guy likes them kind of grippy. He likes them toothy. So I'm leaving it at 1200 grit on there, and all I do is take off the burr with this, and I'll clean these up with a little Scotch-Brite. Just depends on the customer. £10 is pretty cheap for a hand-finished knife. I think you're being cheap there. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the internet connection here. We're gonna keep rolling. Y'all can look at my YouTube channel. I've got other videos, static, long form videos of different things. I understand. You charge what you can charge. Everybody says I'm low, but I don't care. I get lots of business. I'm pretty happy. You got to set your price and stick with it. Thanks, Mick, for watching. Yeah, the router is upstairs in the house. I can't go do that right now. I'm not worried about it. Well, congratulations, Adam. It works out real well for you. Well, I appreciate y'all watching out there. I hope y'all hit that thumbs up button. Help me out with the algorithm. Adam, that's how I started. I was still working full-time when I started this business. It's just a hobby. That was 10 years ago. And I quit and went full-time 5 years ago this month. 10 years as a business. I mean, I've always sharpened my whole life. I'm an outdoors person, a hunter and a fisherman. I was a Boy Scout leaders with my son. I spent 29 years as a financial advisor. And then when COVID hit in 2019, or 2020 is when I left. January 2020, I said I'd had enough of working in an office and looking at a computer and worrying about somebody else's money. And I was going to try doing the sharpening full time, and it's worked out really well. I stay very busy. got a good, loyal clientele. Well, most people don't want to sharpen their knives, you know. I mean, most of my clients are families, you know, home cooks. I have a few restaurants. My largest client base is dog groomers. I sharpen a lot of dog grooming shears and a lot of clipper blades for dog groomers. That's usually on the weekends, usually Saturday afternoon through Sunday and Monday. Yep, I understand that, Adam. Butchers are good clients to have. I have a couple of butcher shops. Not many, you know, I mean, we're in the Houston area. There's not a whole lot of independent butcher shops anymore. They're starting to get more. What do you use to sharpen clipper blades? What do you use for clipper blades? Oh, what machine I use? I use the Edge Pro's Nebraska Blades machine, Mick. That's the, you know, the big red machine. I don't know if you've ever seen it or not. The Edge Pro. TheEdgePro.com. That's the website for them. It's the machine's called a Nebraska Blades clipper blade machine. All right. Now I've got steak knives. I do steak knives a little different. That would be a good business, Adam. Usually those sushi chefs like to sharpen their own knives. At least that's what I've found. So these are steak knives. Steak knives dull really quick because they put them on ceramic plates. One way of getting the steak knives to last a little longer is not to polish them and use a higher edge angle. So I'm going to sharpen these at 22 degrees and I'm going to stop at 400 grit. Yeah, I bet you could find some people like that. I've kind of stayed away from those folks. I like the meat cutters instead. Seems like the restaurants are a little harder to deal with. I have a few. I probably have about 6 restaurants in my area. Most of them are big chain restaurants. And, you know, they're not going to do anything. You got to get the mom and pop, independently owned restaurants to do business with you for the most part. Well, you know, it's like anything else. I change a lot too. Just depends on the customer. I have a conversation with every customer how they like their knives, and I like to get feedback after the fact. If I sharpen somebody's knives, and I'll call them up later and say, how did they cut? The tendency of all of us knife sharpeners is to polish them the most common knives, you know, like your chef knife and your paring knife, is to polish them too much. and sometimes they won't even cut a tomato. And if they won't cut a tomato, that's a problem. That's nice work. That's nice work right there. Whoop, see, I went too far on that. I went to 1200, wasn't paying attention. So let's back it up, and I'm just gonna keep that edge rough. I switched belts without thinking about it. Go back to the 400 grit. All right, so we're speeding it up a little bit. Is the internet still choppy? I'm not going to worry about the choppiness because if I want to go refine or reset the router, I got to go in the house upstairs. Too much trouble. I appreciate y'all watching out there. I appreciate y'all asking questions. It helps the algorithm. Exactly. That's the key right there. And it sounds like you got a great relationship with your customers, and that's a good thing. Referrals are great. Well, it's getting warm here in Texas today. How's it going in Morocco? You're exactly right, Adam. So like I said, we're doing these at 22 degrees. These are steak knives. If I do them any lower than that, because everybody cuts their steak and their meat up on a china plate, china will, any kind of porcelain will dull that knife super quick. Well, I appreciate you watching out there. Have a good one, Adam. Thanks for watching. All right, we got 4 more knives. Everybody's having a great day wherever they are out there. We are Sharpen Right Services, located in League City, Texas. League City's halfway between Houston and Galveston on the Texas Gulf Coast. We sharpen salon, barber, and pet grooming shears, clipper blades, sewing and industrial scissors, and just about any kind of knife. I hope y'all subscribe to the channel. I hope you check out some of my long form videos on the channel. It does help our little business grow. We get a little bit of income from YouTube now, finally, and that helps out buying abrasives, pay for some extra marketing. I enjoy coming on the live streams like this and interacting with people from all over the world. I think it's fun. I think it's interesting. Sorry about all the background noise. That's my dust collection system. Sharpening kicks off a lot of dust. We're just doing a few knives today. We got 2 more of them left. Mondays are generally slow. Do I open higher? I'm not sure exactly what that means. I mean, I'm a small business, it's just me. And if people bring knives to me to sharpen, I sharpen them. Nope, I don't need employees. The only employees I have is my security team. And they're laying on the floor behind me. All right, one more knife to go. Last steak knife to do. Appreciate y'all watching out there. I hope y'all hit that thumbs up button. I hope y'all subscribe to the channel. Yep, I got magnets all over the place. See it right there? Got them back here. Got them everywhere. All right. All right, well, that's the last one. Anybody have any questions before we sign off here? Hope y'all find me on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. Hope you subscribe to the channel here. So we're done for the time being till something else comes in. So it's just me and the dogs. I don't know where the other dog is. There's one of them. The other one's in the house somewhere. Anyway, I hope y'all have a great day. I appreciate y'all watching. Thanks, Mick. Appreciate it very much. Oh my God, where you at, Mick, that it's 1:30? Well, I appreciate you staying up late to watch this boring live stream. I hope you have a great, great evening. Cheers to everyone. Thanks, Jim. Have a good one. Oh, that's right, Western Australia. I think you told me that already. Well, stay safe in Australia and have a good evening. Y'all take care.